informative document, right? That is normally used by organizations. Normally used, basically, yeah, it's used by organizations, which can be companies on giving out several services and actual manufacturing maybe products, or it can be academic organizations like the universities or colleges that contains information, normally contains information pertaining the services and the products of those organizations. And this information normally is given to the public domain, explaining the benefits of their company products and services. So basically, it is an advertising document. You can use for advertising. Okay, so I believe I'm clear on that definition, and I believe you are having somewhere you're writing so that we can proceed well. If you have written it down, then I can proceed. Confirm that it's clear, the definition is clear.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I don't know if it is only on my side. It's kind of you are not so clear. Yeah.
Am I breaking now? And
okay, try to talk a bit one sentence so that I can.
now, confirm. Kindly confirm whether you can hear me.
Now you're okay, sir.
Confirm. Am I clear now? Am I clear, class? All right. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. You see, I cannot continue until I confirm that you are hearing me. Otherwise, I'll be speaking to myself.
Yes, sir. You are now clear.
Now, we were talking about the definition of a brochure, and I said that it is an informative document. To the student. Kindly confirm if I'm clear. Are we okay? Are you okay now? Sorry?
You are not.
Sorry?
Sure, you're not clear.
I'm not clear. That means the gadget I'm using is really breaking down. I need to look at it first before I proceed. Let me test it, and after I test, and then I can proceed. Okay, now, class, can you hear me now? I have confirmed that my voice
Yes,
is clear. I don't know that on your side is clear.
it is.
Okay, so let me define the term brochure. Previously, we have said it is an informative document. The term informative means that that document is actually having information that you can communicate easily to the targeted audience on what is actually talking about. And we have said that it is an informative document, and its purpose is actually to give out information pertaining a particular organization to the public domain, telling the domain that these are the benefits of using this particular product, or the benefits of using this service in this particular company or organization. As simple as that, that's what to talk about a brochure. And having given you that particular definition, now the most important thing at this particular juncture is that you as the learner, now that you know the definition and the purpose of the brochure, can you create one using publisher? Wasting time. My screen is clear. Confirm. Confirm to me if the screen is clear.
Yes.
All right. Now, to start with, the first thing you do, you basically open your publisher. And here we are talking about Publisher 2016. After you open the Publisher 2016, we are going to start designing our our publication. And the first step we do, we click on file. Now remember, we are designing a brochure. First step number one, we click on file. Then step number two, we click on new. And then step number three, we click on blank A4 landscape. Blank A4 landscape. These are the procedures. because we are designing a brochure, we normally tend to use landscape approach. So it's important to note that step number 1 was you click on file. Step number 2, we click point on new, and then step number 3, we click on landscape. Then there we are. Now, this particular view we are seeing at the moment is called landscape. Class, today I'll show you how to design a brochure from scratch. That will be our lesson today. The next lesson, we are going to design a brochure using what you call templates. Now, the next step is actually, if you look here and indeed whatever I'm going to be speaking, take it very keenly and indeed follow it very well. Normally, when creating brochures, we tend to change the margins. We have what we call the left and the right and the left margin, top and bottom margin. When creating brochure, it's sometimes important for us to avoid using so many spaces, leaving so many spaces. So we are going to change what we call the margins. So to change the margins, you must click on the command page design, then come and on the page setup location, you click on margins, and then you select what you call narrow margins. Okay? I hope I'm clear. Currently, I'm actually, those who are putting on the microphone, kindly put it when you want to communicate to me, so that I can be able to proceed. Okay? Are we together, class? Confirm on those few steps I've gone through. Today you can see I'm very patient because I have a challenge. I think I need to check on my systems. And that's why I want maximum cooperation from your side. Those who are not able to type, speak, you can always type. So that that way I'll know whether we are together, all of us. Kindly confirm this so that I confirm kindly. You are all silent. I don't know whether we are doing well. That way, learning will take place well, because whatever I'm doing here today is technical, and that's the way forward. It requires maximum cooperation from both sides. Maximum cooperation from both sides. Yes, if you have a mic, you speak. Okay. You can type as well. You can type. There's a somebody who has a mic, but I did not hear what you said clearly. Kindly type. Yes, please speak. Once you put on your microphone, you speak. Uh-huh. I wanted a confirmation from your side so that I can proceed. Those who are not able to speak to me, you can type on the public chat. Very good. Now, this is what I want. When you communicate like that, I'll be able to proceed well. Otherwise, I may be wondering, wasting time on asking for confirmation. Yes, yes. Can you speak? I think on your side, let us all of us use the public chat so that we can move faster. Kindly confirm all of you on the public chat before I proceed. That one is just a matter of seconds typing there. Confirm on the public chat whether you are hearing me so that I don't only teach one student. Very well. This is what I want. That way, definitely we'll be having. I will not be wasting time trying to being in your shoes. Now, the steps that I wanted to start with is that how do you start creating a brochure from scratch? Step number one, I said you click on file. Step number two, you click on new. Step number three, you click on blank A4 size landscape, and then you are there. You will be able to be placed on this level. I'm opening a new one because I thought that the one that I was working with initially, you were not able to get. Then I said that whenever you open, you get what we call the original setting of the margins. And when creating a brochure, it's important that you increase the space of your typing area, the publication area. For us to increase the space, so reduce the margins, we reduce the left margin, the right margin, top and the bottom margin. We click on the command page design. Then you click on, those who are putting on the microphone, those who are putting on the microphone, kind those who are coming in, and those are coming in, those are coming in and they're putting on the slide, the microphone, switch it off for the rest to get, and use the, kindly use the public chat to communicate. Otherwise, when you put on the mic, the echoing is disturbing the sound. Kindly put off your mic. Put off your mic. I'll wait until all of you are switched off the mic so that we can proceed. Because you know, once you put on your mic, there's echoing, and then the echo back distorts the communication. Put off the mic, and then if you communicate through the chat. All right, kindly, sorry for that. If you are putting on the mic continuously, know that you are disturbing the class, and that one is not okay for us. Now, I was talking about changing the margins of your page. For you to change the margin of the page, you simply click on the command page design and click on margins. Then under margins, you select narrow margins. The purpose you are selecting the narrow margin is actually to reduce this space that you are seeing here so that we can have a wide area for publication design. So we shall click on the narrow. And immediately we do that, you can see our area has actually been changed, and you can see that now our page, the space in between on the top margin and the bottom margin, the left and the right is very small, which is very okay for us. The next point is actually to divide. We are going to divide our slide into two. The page publication into two. Remember, when you talk about the term brochure, normally these things that you are given, these are the articles when you are given when you go to the, for example, the agricultural shows, or whenever you go to shops, or you come to institution of learning, you are given, and it has all the information pertaining that particular organization. So for us to do that, to break into this particular page into two, our next procedure is, remember again, I'm very categorical on procedure giving so that you don't get lost. You have to click on the command page design. You see, we are still there, but I'm still reminding you that you must click on page design for you to divide the page into several locations. Then you click on the command guides. You click on page design, and then we click on the command guides. Then from here, we are going to select the command, the last command we call grid and baseline guides. Select the command grid and baseline guides. You select the command grid and baseline guides. So I click on that one. Then you get the window. This window is normally referred to as the layout guides. On the layout guides class, this will enable you to do the following. From here, you can see you have what we call the margins, which already have been set for us. Now, on the grid guides, this is a very important tab because it's normally used to divide our page into several columns. Like currently, you can see we only have one column. We can divide our page into two columns by clicking on this, and then you have to have, if you have several, you want to divide into some several rows, you can also click here like that. But normally we say that we want to have one row for the brochure and the several columns. We can even have three depending on what you're deciding. Like today, let's start with two. So we have two columns and only one row. Then we say that we would like, we also like to have what we call, we shall have simple a guide, center guide between the rows and columns. Now, if you click here, normally what happens, you'll be given a guide between this particular column and this one. In other words, where is the column starting and ending? It's very important to know that you can always be given that one. Where is it starting and ending? Very important. You should always be noting that you can always be given that. And then also we can increase the space between the columns. Like now you see the space between the columns is 0.2. We can, let's say that we put it to 0.5. And then after that we click on the command OK. At the end of the day, you can see this is a guide showing you how your page will be looking like. And indeed, now you can see we have two columns, this column and this one. Class, if I want to let you know, let me add a text box and tell you what we have done. This particular design, we have simply put, this will be, normally this is our front, this will be our front page. This will be our front page. Allow me to increase the space for this, the size, so that you can see what we're talking about. This is our front page, and then if we copy and paste on the other side, paste on there, this will be our back of the brochure. So we have two areas. We have the front and the back that we have just defined, the front and the back. To that level, can you confirm to me that you have followed what I've just explained, creating the publication page and actually dividing the page into two, whereby we have the front and the back? Please confirm to me on the public chat so that I can see whether we are doing very well. Confirm just by typing. You see, I'm back to your chat so that I can be able to see whether you are doing very well. And if there's anything you want me to repeat, I'll repeat. Because here we are now learning, we cannot rush. We need to learn and understand the concept. Currently, now I can see the class is doing very well, and that's very good because of we actually muted our. Yeah, let's use the chat so that we can proceed well. Yeah, confirm. All right, I will repeat. I will repeat the dividing of the table. Or sorry, of the of. Okay, I'll repeat. I will repeat. I will repeat. I'm waiting for multiple typing. I want to confirm all. Okay, I will repeat. All right. Why is the front on the side, or on the right side or the left? Right. This will depend. You know, when you talk about a two, when you talk about the two fold, normally the left. Normally, when you divide it into two, you'll find that the left is the right, and the right is actually, the left is the back, the front, and the right is the back. So please note that. I think maybe I'd not seen that. I'll check on my confirmation on the window. Okay. I think from your communication, I will repeat everything again. There's no problem. I will repeat again from 0. Okay, I will repeat all of them. Allow me to repeat. Let me say, now that you have confirmed and you're hearing me, I'll start from 0 again. Okay. All right. I'll start from 0. I start from 0. So, okay, yeah, those who was asking, yeah, you normally have the front and here we have the back, but I'll be explaining that. Never mind. I'll be explaining that. Or alternatively, this can change depending on how you're working. So this should not be a very big issue on you. Now, I've said that brochure is actually normally, it is an informative document that's normally used to uh, uh, have information which is small, precise, and clear of a particular organization intended to the public domain. And the public domain here are the customers, giving information about a particular organization and the kind of products and services they are offering. So, hence the term informative. It does not have so much information, but the information at a glance is actually very clear to the point, and it can make a customer know exactly what this organization is dealing with. Having said that as a definition, we embarked on the journey of now creating one, and I said that today we are going to create one from scratch. And by that we mean we are not going to use what we call templates. The templates are actually the ones that are within your the application that you can pick. But that one, if you get used to that one, at times it can be very difficult for you to create a very good design. Now, the first step we did is we were able to create a new application file, and this one, for us to achieve this, you click on the command file when your publisher is opened and click on the command new. Then after that, you click on blank A4 landscape. And we say that we normally use landscape for brochures because by that way we're able to divide. You can see in our process of learning, you realize that when it's in landscape, when you divide your publication page into 2 columns, it looks very okay and very well spread for the purpose of putting information. Now, then, simple. Now, step number 1, file. Step number 2, new. Step number 3, blank A4 size landscape. You click on it. Then we said that when you open your publication page, normally it comes with the default setting on the margins. And this one normally limits to limit our content. So for us to decrease this, remove these margins, that is the top margin, the right margin, bottom margin, and the left margin, we can reduce the margin size. For us to reduce the margin size, you click on the command design, then you click on the command margins on the arrow, and then you select narrow margin by clicking on it. And immediately you'll find that you can see all the margins have been reduced drastically. And indeed now the publication page where we're going to put our content is actually very wide enough. The next step is to divide now this page into 2 columns. For you to divide into 2 columns, simple. You have to click on the page design again. Remember, I'm not assuming. Already we are there, but you must click. If you are not in page design, you click on page design, then you click on the command guides. You click on the command guides, and then you select what you call grid and baseline guides command, the last one. For your information, guides are actually like leading lines. For example, if I can give you an example, when the road is being constructed, there is always some kind of stones that I put so that you can know exactly where are we going to the trucks are going to put their modem etc, and the tractors are going to dig etc. The same case applies here. We want to put some lines that are enabling us when we are going to put our content into this particular page area, we put it precisely on its location or position without any problem. So we can use what we call grid line and baseline. So for us to use that and essentially to be able to divide a page into columns, we always click on page design, then click on guides, then click on grid baseline guides. Then once you click here, you'll be presented with a window we normally call layout guides. The layout guides can do the following. One, it can give you a chance to change the margins. Like you see, initially already we are changed. We are changed to 0.64. You can see all of them have been changed. You can as well change them from this particular location. But the essence of using the layout guides is to divide our window into two columns or several columns and several rows. But again, also we have what we call baseline guides. Baseline guides is like when you have lines that are going through your blank page, and these lines they are just showing you how you are going to type and wherever the letters will be appearing. So they're just guiding you on how you are going to type, and sometimes they can be increased or decreased accordingly. Remember, these guides cannot be printed. They only show you what you are doing and the position during the time you are actually putting the design content at that particular moment. But when you're going to print, those guides will never appear. So having given you the insight of the baseline guides, margin guides, and grid lines guides, now for me to change the layout of my page into two columns, you click on grid line guides on the page guides window, then change the columns accordingly. Like now we are changing into two, so we simply click here and have two. Let's start with two first. We are going to design a brochure with three columns etc. Then we are saying, please increase the spacing between the first and second column. The default setting is 0.2. We can say let's have 5 or 7 like that. Then again, let's put a center guide between the rows and columns. Now, for example, in this case, we only have one column, and indeed, we only have, two columns and one row. So for us to put the center guide, it will only affect the two columns. So this is a line that will appear in between here, showing us where the two columns are actually not meeting and the space in between the two. Once you define all these three things, the column, spacing, and the center guide, then you click on the command OK to be able to divide your page into two. So you can see we have this first column, second column. Then we have the space in between the two, and then we have what you call the center guide here. This will assist you to put your content very well. This will assist you to put your content very, very well. This will assist you to put your content very well. Please, class, am I clear that level? Am I clear now? One of you to confirm. You see, I'm back to the chatting so that we can proceed well. Was it clear, class? At least on the public chat so that I can proceed. Kindly. It's a matter of seconds. Very well, Ashley, thank you. Very well, Lucy, thank you. So I can sample the two, or there's also who's very well, Nikita, thank you. Very well, Rodney, thank you. Very well, Andongol, thank you. Very well, Joy, thank you. Very well, Ruth, thank you. All right, you can see multiple confirmation. Let me first wait. I have to acknowledge all of you because it's important. Martin, very well, thank you. Yes. Okay, Job, I'll repeat again. Please, class, be patient. Even Jesus Christ went to look for the lost sheep when he left the others in the flock. So for the case of Job, let us repeat again. Okay. Like now, the question is how do we reach here? At this particular page, we have two columns. They have what we call the center guide, and also we have what we call the grid line guides. All these are grid line guides for columns. There are two columns. So job again, we can repeat for you. There's no problem. Step number 1, you click on file. Step number 2, you click on new command. Step number 3, click on blank A4 size landscape. Then it comes with this particular default setting. The term default means the original settings that have been placed for this application whenever you open a page. So we want to increase the area inside here and reduce the margins of the top, left, bottom, right, left, sorry, bottom and left. To achieve this goal, we click on page design and then click on margins and then click on narrow margins. You can see we have reduced the spacing in between. We have increased the space at our publication page area, reduce the margins all around. Now to divide this particular page into two, we click on again, assume we are on home, we must click on page design. Remember again, you can see I'm not assuming any command. Like now, okay, let me not go through the exams. Okay, so you click on page design, then click on guides, then click on grid baseline guides. Then once you get this particular window, the window is going to assist you to divide your page into two columns. For you to do that, you simply click on, you don't use the margin guides, you don't use the baseline guides, you use what you call grid line guides, then you increase the columns into two, increase the spacing in between the columns to 7, and then put the center guide, and then you click on the command OK. Remember, the center guide is going to show you how the space between is appearing. There we are. I think with those few remarks and going through again, I know that now we are okay. Please, Job, are you okay with that? Okay, Job, confirm. Samuel, you are also typing. Confirm, confirm, kindly confirm. I've repeated several times and I feel that by now everything is fine. Kindly, just one word on the confirmation chart so that I can proceed. Okay. Yeah, if you're using 2019 is a bit hidden. You need to look on the guides. And now it's even visible. I think you need to look on the guides. I'll give you the details later. All right. There's no much difference. You must click on page design. Then pick in, look at page design and then look at the page setup. Definitely you'll be able to get. Job, you are not seeing the screen. You are not seeing the screen. Okay, class, let us proceed and let us first concentrate on this demonstration. Being the first time, still things will be fine. Now, once you have this, remember we are saying we have two areas. One will be our front, another one will be back. Remember again, we are talking about the front and the back, depending how you are going to fold it. So this should not be the bone of contention. Should never be the point of contention. It depends on how you are going to fold it. So in this case, I'll take this particular side. Let me put inside a text box so that you can be able to see what you want to happen. Now we are on a serious business designing. Please be attentive. So for me to continue, I want to say that let me put this one to be my front of my brochure, and I'm doing this for the purpose of guiding, and it's not just something that is very crucial. I just want to put it for the purpose of guiding myself. I want to guide myself. You can use any font. I'm trying to use a particular font. Allow me to locate a font that I feel that it can give us a good feedback. I'm scrolling downwards. Okay. This is a particular font which is good for normally, very important. We normally use it for designing. Is basically the one that is used for designing of the content words inside. Allow me to look for it later. This one here, yeah. This is the freehand 521 BT. Then I increase the size to that level. So this becomes my front. Allow me to say this is my front. This is our front. And then this side, let me just copy this and put it here, and this becomes my back at the moment. So we want to see how we can be able to put the content, how we are going to put our content, put here and here, how we put the content. So to start putting the content in the brochure, remember the brochure does not need to have so much information. It's supposed to have very few information. So the first thing I can do, I can decide, let me have the name of my company. For the name of the company, class we normally use what we call, we'll encourage the use of what we call a worded. So for you to insert a worded, you simply click on the term insert command, and then you click on the term worded. Then basically you pick the worded of your choice, and then it will provide for you this window. And on this window, you simply now type, for example, the name of your company. Like now, I'm just using this for the sake of learning. Like now, I'm using the called natural connection. Maybe this is my company, natural connection. I'm just using a name. Don't worry about that. I'm using a name. I call it natural connection. So now that I know this is my pack and this, so I don't need this one. I can remove this by selecting and deleting. I remove because I'm on now serious business. I want to be able to design. Now I move it proportionally by dragging it. I drag it like that. I drag it. I fit it. I fit it very well to the location. And you see I'm guided by the grid lines guides. And then I feel when I feel that this is the right way it's appearing, then I can continue working on it. On page design, you see I picked that one. Then I can come back to page design, and under the page design, under home, let me go back to home command. First you click on it, and then it's under page design. You can be able to change the what we call the colors. Like at the moment, the color that is here can be affected by these. Normally, these ones are called themes or schemes. For example, if I pick a color here and apply, definitely it's supposed to affect that particular location. Under format, it's under format, class. So you can change the color. This is what I was looking for. Take into consideration the three areas here. We call them the shape fill, shape outline, and shape effect. Shape fill, shape outline, and shape effect. So the first one enables you to change the color of your word art. If I click here, class, you'll be able to change the color of water. For example, if I want a red color, let me use red because I'm just explaining. I simply come and click on this color, and then the color will change that. Then outline. Shape outline normally is basically used to change the color, the outline color. Now, before even I proceed, let me explain the term outline. You see, inside here we have the red color, but outside there is some kind of a color which is not red. So that is what we call the outline. The outline actually is like we are talking about the border. We are talking about the border of these letters. You can also be able to change that border by picking from the location the color you want. Like now you see I put red, meaning that now the entire color becomes red. So you should be very keen on that. But we discourage that. Not always that you should put the color on the shape, fill, and shape outline the same. Let the shape outline color be the one that was initially when you picked your word art. Very important. So that now the color contrast can bring in your word art very well. Then finally, the other thing that we encourage you to look at is what we call the shape. Shapes normally, there are several shapes that you can pick to be able to make your word art look very well. You can have the reflection. Like now, if you say you want a shadow behind the word art, you can pick that. You want a reflection, you can pick that. You want a glow, you can pick one of these soft edge. But normally, we concentrate on the reflection and the shadow. So for you to pick the reflection, you simply come and click on any of this reflection, and indeed you can be able to see that there is a reflection of this particular word. But again, we normally say that for word arts, don't do a lot of formats to it. It's important to leave it very clear because you are communicating. I want to repeat again. Let me remove it completely so that you can go back again and be able to design it. Now, we want to have the title of our organization using our data. Step number 1, you click on the command insert. Step number 2, you click on the word art, and then you pick on the word that you want to use. Like now, in this case, I'm using this word art. I simply click on it. Then on the word art, edit word art text window, you type in the name of your organization, natural connection. For example, this is what I want us to deal with, connection. You simply do that. Then after that, you click the command OK. And then you are given preset your word art, you simply click here. And look, I am dragging it. And remember, for me to drag, I must be patient. Hold it naturally, like, and I hold it when the cursor is changing to the 4-legged arrows. Then I come and place it on my location proportionally. And then under format, you can now change the following. If they are not there in design, you click on format and then have change the color of the word that you have been given to suit what you want. Like now, I pick that color. The outline is the line around it. You can change its color, but we encourage that you don't change that one. Sometimes, if you put one color, it will affect your word art. And again, the other thing you can change on the word art is the shadow, the reflection, etc. You can pick all those accordingly. But we also encourage that we discourage using so many of them because sometimes they can bring a lot of not the word is not very clear when there's a reflection or if there's a shadow. So it's important for the word art to remain like that. I believe to that level things are okay. You can confirm again that inserting a word art is as simple as that. Kindly confirm to me so that I can proceed. Confirm. One of you, I will not allow all of you to confirm because of time. 2 or 3, then we can proceed. Let me see. If I share again, I may lose again all of you. Okay, can I hear from the rest whether they are not seeing? I will see again those who are not seeing. I will share again. If you are typing, type I confirm, then I can share again for the rest of us to be able to see. Okay, dividing. Don't worry, I'll go back to it. Rod, I'll go back to the dividing. Don't mind about that. I'll be going back. So Joy, are you able to get the window now? Joy, confirm. Is it clear? So, Joy, are you using the window? So Matthew, I'll repeat on the divide. Let me proceed. Then I'll put it at the end of the lesson. I'll go back again for dividing. Never mind. So Joy, confirm. Joy, you need to restart your machine. Joy. Yeah, I cannot continue until Joy is on board. Please, it's important. Okay, we'll wait for Joy to come. I can see she has left. I wanted to talk to her, but let her know the exact steps she can follow to come on board. I think she's on board. We can still proceed. Okay, let me proceed. Now, the next thing we want to do here, remember again, class, this is communication. We simply need to communicate, and the brochure always must be very, very eye-catching, eye-appealing. Now, let's continue and put something that is can sell this particular company called Natural Connection. Now, we would like to insert a picture. For us to insert a picture, you should have pictures existing within your machine for the purpose of working with them. So the next picture we'll insert is simple for communication purpose. So to insert a picture, you click on the command insert, then you click on the command picture. Click on the insert command, and then click on the command picture. So here, once you click on this command, you'll get the insert picture dialog window. On this insert picture dialog window, you are encouraged to actually browse for the picture on the organized side. So you'll come here, and if you have saved this somewhere within your computer, then you should be able to see locating it. Remember, these areas are always placed here to enable you look for the area where your work is, so that you can be able to actually insert. Remember again, you have to look at the name of the window, which is called insert dialog window. Then you click on the desktop. For example, this is where maybe I've saved some photos. So on the desktop, I can say I have some photos that are saved here. So I simply click on the folder that has them, and then simple, I double click it to open, and then simple, I can now pick any picture that I want to put. Like now, maybe I want this PL2 to be my log photo, and then finally I click the command insert. So when you insert a picture, what happens? The picture becomes very large. So you simply have to pull it from the side, like that, pull it again, pull it until it can be able to fit the page, and then you move it very proportionally to the level you want that picture to be. Now that picture maybe is the one that is your trademark. You just place it very well within. I believe by so doing, I don't know that Mura came in. Mara left. I don't know. She has not come in. So we shall proceed until she comes in. All right. I think on the side of picture is very easy. You could not have any problem on that. Inserting a picture is very easy. So the next thing that I will insert is actually a kind of a demarcation down here. Then I decided to use what we call a shape. For me to put a shape here that is going to actually finalize this particular column or my first front page, I'll simply click on the command insert again, then go back to shapes now. This time I'm using the shapes. I want to put a shape. I click on shapes and then I pick a shape that I would wish to use. Like now I want to use this kind of right triangle. I click on it and then I come and drag it somewhere here like that. And then I say this is the kind of triangle I like to use. Then I'll still affect it. You can see on the side of formatting, I can affect it. I want to put some color here, maybe to reflect this. I put the red color. Then I decide here, inside here, I'm going to put, let's say, a text box and type some content. I'll simply come, click on the command insert. Then I go pick the draw text box. I click on the draw text box. And then I come and drag it proportionally inside here. Then I can type what I want. Like now, what I'm typing here, the best uh, company. Okay, the best tour to a company. Is not very clear on your side, but I will encourage. I will still format it. I'll now come here and format it. Then I decided to use that particular type of font. Remember again, there's something I wanted to get on fonts. Fonts must be uniform. You don't use so many fonts. If you decide to use one font on your brochure, let it remain one because it will make your work look consistent. So I use the freehand 521 B2 BT, then I increase the font size maybe to that, and then indeed I change the color of that to white, and then that way I am trying to communicate something. Best company ever. So I think we are doing well. You can see now at least our first page or the front page is looking very magnificent with the few things: the drawing, the shape, the text box, the vehicle or the bus, and the wallet. Please, are we doing fine? Class, are we doing fine? I'm now with only 8 learners. Are we doing fine, class? Are we doing fine? Yes, can one of you confirm whether you are doing fine so that I can proceed? You have left. Now you are 7. I think it's the challenge of network or something. Yes, confirm. Class, confirm to me whether the few are there. Just confirm whether you are doing well. Okay, Nikita, fine. Yeah, now that you have few confirm to me. All right, Martin. Okay, Lucy, very well. Okay, Ruth, very well. Okay, I hope the rest will get internet connection and come back to class. I really appreciate that. So now let's just proceed. Now we go to the second page and see how we can work with this. Now on the second page, now let's say again, I want to insert another word so that now I know how to insert a word. I'll simply click on the term, insert again the command, and then I pick the word. I pick the word of my choice. Simple. I click on it, and then maybe I say now Kenya. I just want just to be critical and creative. I want to have the word Kenya, and then because this is where the country, my organization is, and then I simple. I place it somewhere there, and I just increase the size of it. I increase the size like that. I have that, and then I continue doing that. And then again, I can say that this one, I can change the color. Maybe I put a color which is faint. See how it will look like. Remember again, we discourage using so many colors. It's important to use that. So this is the pack page now I'm designing. I'll use the word that. Then again, simple. I simply insert what you call another picture, maybe from back. In this case, now I go back to my insert command. You can see when designing a brochure, the insert command and page design are very, very crucial. So I click again on insert command. I click again on picture. Then I pick another picture. Maybe remember again, you can see I'm working it easier because I'm able to have pictures already. I saved these pictures for the purpose of doing my work. So I pick a picture like this one, PR, and then I click insert. So this is a very big picture, and then I have to reduce the size. I reduce the size of that picture, reducing the size, and then I can be able to put it proportionally to the location I want it to fit. I'm putting it proportionally to the location I would like it to fit. So you can see I'm still moving it until I feel it is very well placed. That is actually fitting very nicely. Okay. So from here now, you can see even I'll match this color with this background. That's why I had used that color. Yes, I marked that background. So I can still also use another drawing here, shape again. I insert another shape. Then I click here, insert command, and then click on shape again. Click this time a rectangle because I want to fill all this area, and then I like to fill it with the same color. Then I'll have to change again from format fill. I put a color that is a bit faint like that. And then inside here, I'm going to put another text box. I'll click on the command insert, and then I go to draw text box, and then I come and drag it here, and then I write something which is reflecting my company, Kenya We Explore. So I'm typing Kenya. We guide you through it is a destination, the destinations. So small. I want to make it big again. I'll come back here. Use the same font that we have agreed that we will be using. Our same font. Put it big enough for visible people to see. Put it maybe 26, and again change the color. Put it the white, and again at the end of the day, this one, I think at the end of the day we have the back page and the front page. Well done. We have the back page and the front page very well done. All right, class, can you confirm to me that this is well done, or you have followed what you have done on our first, the cover and actually the front and the back page? Let me know whether we are doing very fine. Let me know if we have followed. I will appreciate so that I can now go into the inside of the brochure and show you how we can be able to design the inside part of the brochure. Matana will still repeat dividing. Never mind on that. I will repeat that one. I will repeat. Okay. Very well said. Very well. Very well. Okay, Ruth. Uh-huh. Okay, Nikita. Okay, Martin. I'm waiting for is it Ndumu and Winfred to confirm. All right. I think Winfred has just come, but we follow. Ndong, are you fine? If you're fine, please confirm. Okay, I'll still proceed. Now, let's see how we can work on the inside of our page. So the next procedure, for us to work on the inside, we simply click on, you will have to add another page. Adding another page, you simply click on the command, you click on the what you call the page navigation pen, and then you click on it like that, then right click. You click on it and then right click. On the shortcut window that will appear on that particular location, you click on insert duplicate page. You click on the command insert duplicate page. Then you'll be given the same page that's appearing here and there. So for the second page, since you don't want this content now again, you simply remove it, remove it, all of it, because you don't need it again. You remove it so that you can now have your blank inside page, part of it, which is blank, and then you can proceed. So I believe that was very clear. So we have the first page, and indeed now we have the second page. Now on the second page now, we start now putting specific information of what we are advertising. We can now be able to put what we call specific information of what we are deciding. For example, here we can say we can have first communication. We want people to get us. We can have, I can simply come in and insert what you call another drawing or a shape. I click on the command insert and have this kind of drawing. I place now another drawing. Just want to use this kind of drawing, the punched tape flowchart. Then I drag it very well here. Once I have this one here, I say that I don't want to see that kind of color. So I remove the color which is there and I say maybe I want it to be just white, or maybe let me say that a bit having some kind of shade. Then I'll insert a text box inside here. For me to insert a text box, simple. I'll simply click on it and right click and click on the command add text. So click on it, right click and click on the command add text. Then from there, you can now type what you want. For here now, I want to talk about the location, maybe the kind of, let's say that we are talking about, you can see whatever I'm speaking here is like a tour company that takes people to various destinations. Now, the information I'm going to put here, I can say uh, the best uh, the world of wild animals connect with human connection with human connection with
Excuse
human.
me, sir.
Yes, proceed.
On my side, I have a problem because Chrome is saying that this side has a lot of things that it can't hold. So I'm exiting and coming back so many times. So I was
Okay,
asking if you
okay,
can reduce some of the things you have on your screen because it is exiting and entering the same time.
okay, okay, fine. The challenge maybe can be because I've shared to all of you, and that's where the challenge is coming in. But if you can allow me, because now you see, if I come out of this, it's like I'll be able to close everything. And indeed, what I've done, I've only opened very few windows. Very few windows. You're using the Chrome. Eh? What about the Mozilla? Are
Yeah,
you tried? Uh-huh. Let me ask. Are you used Mozilla?
I'm only no, I'm using Chrome.
Oh, you're using Chrome. Does your computer has Mozilla? Does
Right
it have
now, I
Mozilla?
can't access the computer. I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay. I think okay. Did you completely close and come in again?
Yeah,
I'll
I've
give you
done it like 5 times now.
5 times, yeah. And currently you cannot be able to access, and your internet connection is stable, very
Yeah,
stable.
everything is okay, but it reaches a time that it's saying that it can't contain anymore. Now it's just exiting.
Okay. What is the size of the RAM of your mobile phone?
I don't know.
All right. I think the challenge here is on the side of your computer, but I would really like to continue if you are on board. Remember again, all this I'm doing normally is recorded. You know that? Hello?
Yeah.
Do you normally download the content?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you download and then follow, sometimes it becomes easy because that one now I need to be there physically and work on your gadget so that I see where is the problem. I will be able to be fine with it. So I don't know what we are going to do because I really want all of you to be on board. I really want all of you to be on board. Okay. This is Ashley. I'm speaking to Ashley. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashley. Now, okay. What is the way
Yes.
forward? Because now I can see, I'm sure now that one ship is not with us. Even Joy has come back again. Mora, no, I knew she got lost somewhere. But what I always encourage is that once we get chance, these are the teething problems that are telling us that our way forward we need to our laptops. Our laptops are actually the cure to all these problems we're having. So I don't know, but once you get the recorded video, life becomes very easy because you can now rewind, play, and then at the end of the day you are fine. So I don't know. For Joy was trying to type something, and also Ashley, what is the way forward on the two of you? Because somehow you need to be redone the whole lesson to be redone so that you can proceed and understand the concept. Can I treat that as an exceptional case that will be looked at as I proceed? Please confirm. Ashley, confirm. Confirm. Or you're not hearing me? All right. You mean all of you cannot hear me again? All right. Can you hear me? Kindly, can you confirm whether you hear anybody, somebody to confirm so that I know whether this isolated case? Somebody to confirm whether you can hear me. All right. I think Nikita, this was Nikita. You need to check your mic again. You are login again. So Ashley, Mura, I can see you are typing for long. Can't see what you are typing. It's not. Okay, no problem. That's a solution. Well done. Solution given. I think we can proceed that way. So Ashley, are you there? Ashley, are you there? Okay, I think you must be connecting. Once you okay, come on board. Let me proceed. So inside here, we are now starting to talk about the information inside our brochure. And we are saying the information in the brochure must be actually now communicating the specifics. Like now, I'm saying the wall of wild animal connection with human beings. With human is our mission. So we are trying to say and bring out the kind of work these people are doing. So we simply say this is our mission. Okay? As simple as that, we are trying to bring out the kind of, and then they say we convert this one into a word art. So insert a word art and see how it will look like. And then we reduce the size maybe to 10 or 8 and see whether it's going to be visible. All right, it's too big, too small. I think since it's too small, the word is too big, then we can decide not to use the word that because it will not be able to bring out the communication clearly. Then I decide now, let me use the text the way it is inside here. Then I go back to content. I select the content. I go back to the font type. Remember again, we encourage use consistency. Use the same font type that we were talking about. The freehand 32, in case you use that as your text font. Then we increase the size, and then again you can see it's not very much visible. The size is so big. Let us reduce the size of this font 14. So that again 15, 12 is our mission, correct. Now with that one, we're able to see the content. Again, we can now be able to proceed and be able to work on it well. Change the color of this text, red, and then you can see at the end of the day, we are making some strides here. We are able to make some strides on this area, and we put it at the center. And then the communication is clear. Then we can increase the font size. I assume that this font size can be increased, and then like that, so that it's big enough, and we can be able to communicate well, because our essence for this is communication, and the content must be visible enough. Now that becomes part of our, let's say this is part of our first inside interior, whereby we have a drawing incorporated with a text box. A drawing incorporated with a text box. So it's important to note that we have the drawing, then which is incorporated with the text box. Then the next procedure is actually maybe to put another picture to reflect what we are saying here. Remember, this can always be put at the center so that it looks very, very okay. By a center alignment, you select everything and then you click on the center alignment on your home command. The next thing we want to input here, let's say we put another picture so that we can be able to communicate something based on this one. And then we are talking about world of wild animals, and then this should be animals connection with human is our mission. So we are just simply saying what we are doing. Then here we decide now to insert another picture. We click there and then come back to our level. Click on this picture command, and then since we are talking about animals, so we pick another picture for animals, and then like now P2, and then I insert. And then you see the picture is very, very big. We reduce it from an angle, and then we reduce it again. We simply reduce it to the level that we think is okay for us, and then we place it there. At the end of the day, we are now trying to say this is what we normally do, and this is exactly what we are doing. The next thing is simple. Now we have the world of animals connection with human is our mission. Then here we can now also add something below here. Maybe we say how do we connect with there? So we are now advertising ourselves. Then we have another text box. So we insert another text box. Again, we click on insert command, draw another text box, put a very small text box here, and then we say something. Like now we say we again drive you through to your destination. Drive you to your destination. Now this is another word. Again, we format it using the font type, that the same font type that we are talking about, which is actually the freeland and the freehand, sorry, the 521b. And then we increase the size of this again. That's very big. We use 16. 16 is fine. And then again, we change the color to red. Color consistency, very important. And then here, on this particular, again, you can reduce this one a bit. We reduce a bit, so that we can move this up a bit. And then we create some space down here a bit. Then we improve this one a bit. Put it a bit like that. Then again, after doing this, we simply put what we refer to as another picture for this particular message. So we call the insert command again, we click on picture again, then this time again, maybe I now put this one to reflect the road, then I click insert. Very big indeed. I reduce it again, very small, because I want it to be very small. I want it to be very, very small. Then I put it below this. Then end of the day, I think I'll be doing very, very well. I'll be doing very well. So you can see the kind of work I'm doing. So the inner part of this application will be having this kind of layout. Then once I'm done with this one, I can now come to the other page. But under design, there's something I want to talk about, what we call schemes. Under this page design, there's what we call schemes. When you design your page and you want to change some of what you call the font scheme in terms of color that are existing within, and majorly we talk about text boxes and the content, you can use what we call schemes. Class schemes are actually already built in formats in terms of color combinations that simply can affect your publication page when you pick them. Let's say, for example, I want to pick a theme here. I click here and I say maybe I want to pick any theme amongst this, and I click on it. You will see what happens to your content on the screen. So if I pick, let's say, I pick black, I pick black, I pick orange, blue, let's say, yeah, this one. The content here, like now, this content, if you come and pick, is supposed to change accordingly. Sometimes it's not visible, but is supposed to affect the entire content accordingly. Now this one, we call them finishing points. When you want to actually make your content look magnificent, you can apply that one. Depending on whatever the printout you are using, they can affect your work accordingly. Now, let me proceed with the last part of the page. This one here again, and then I put a text box alone. I'll apply those ones when I'm putting the text box only. I click on the command insert again. I draw another text box. Here I'll put, say, another text box here. And on this side, I say, maybe what else am I advertising? There, I'm advertising the road, and also here I've given the insight that there is what we call wildlife. Then here I'll simply say, we connect you with the wild animals in Kenya at real time. At real time. So this is another text box. We connect you with what we call wildlife at lead time. Again, I select it again. I go back to my font. Again, use the same font. Remember, I'm taking all this time so that you don't get lost. And then again, I increase the font size. I place it maybe 16. I place it 16. I drag downwards to see where it's visible. And then again, change the color. I use the color consistency. I use red. Then from me again, I put another simple picture to reflect this information. Maybe I say at this particular level, I insert another picture that we connect you with the wild animals in Kenya at daily time. So which kind of picture can I put there? So I pick again command insert picture, then maybe I pick some animal, I pick those animals and then I place them there. So you can see this is a very big one. This is quite big. It's very big indeed. It can't fit within our page, so we can crop it. For you to crop the picture, you simply click on this command called crop. When the picture is selected, you click on crop and then you try to reduce that particular picture like that. And then again, if you want to remove the crop effect from the picture, you click on the crop again, the effect will go. Then you try now to reduce it to the proportional level that can be able to fit, that can actually fit your page column like that. And then again, you move it like that. And then again, you proportionally place it somewhere there in a very nice way. You can see we are doing very well on this design. Then another communication maybe you want to have is what can happen during the world. Now you are here, people are connected to these animals. What else can you design? Let's say we want to put another communication because we want to sell our product. Well, what can we do with these people again? So we insert another text box and say, for example, we say that we can give you, we can provide we will provide, not we can, because we can is not good communication. We will provide a world dinner, for example. So people are in the park, what can you provide to them? Maybe a world dinner. So there again, you can see the consistency we are using, the same font type, freehand, you pick the freehand again, and then you increase the font size again. You are dealing with font 16 mostly, and then again we put our color red, and maybe you can put that center because it's small, and then again there we can be able to put another picture reflecting that. So maybe we pick a picture for this communication, we can provide a world dinner. So let's see how that world dinner can look like. Again, insert a picture, we go back to insert picture, and then here we pick a world dinner. For example, we can pick this diagram and then insert. So big, we cannot work with it the way it is. We reduce it to a level that it can fit one column. We keep on reducing from the edge, and then finally we move it to the level that we want, and then put it proportionally within that particular location, and if possible enlarge it to be very proportional with the first one, and then you can see that we are doing very, very well. Then lastly, maybe we can put something small here. This space that is appearing here, we can now be able to put something else by actually again using the text box. So we click and insert another text box, and maybe we say, and then finally we give you a good sleep. Finally, we offer a beautiful, a beautiful place to sleep. Sleeping environment. So once we do that, we again use the font, same font, Again, you can see I'm using the trouble to go back again, maintain this font type, the same font type, and move up like that. Change the size to 16 also, and then again change the color, then color consistency. If you use red, ensure it's red throughout. Then here, because of space, you see this one has taken a lot of space. We can move this one up a bit so that we can move the picture up a bit, and then again move this picture up a bit, and then again move this one up a bit. Reason being, we want to create some space from below where we can put another picture. Then simple for us to insert a picture for sleeping, we go back to insert command, again picture. We pick a picture of a bed or a bedroom, maybe this one, and then insert that. Then again, it comes a bit small. And again, you can see it's conflicting. We reduce it. We reduce it up to this level. We put it somewhere there. And then we can also format the picture briefly because it's quite big. We try small, so we try to make it look a bit fitting here. We try to move it up kidogo. I think it's quite, the space is so small for us, so we might not be able to achieve our goal well because the space is too small. The space is too small for us to be able to work on it. We cannot be able to change. We can format. Let's say we format it. Then under format, remember again, kindly this is what I've done. You click on the picture, right click on the picture, select the command, format picture. Now, the reason we are doing this is to actually make our picture transparent so that we can change the transparency level. Currently, our transparency is 0. We can increase the transparency something like 10 or 16 like that. Then we click OK so that when we move it up, we can be able to fit well and visible. Or then we bring it back. Let's say bring it, set it back. Then you can see whether it's going to work here. So you can see it's working. It's able to work well with our content for the purpose of wanting to be very transparent and fit within our location. So by so doing, we are able to achieve our goal. We are able to achieve our goal. We are able to achieve this goal. I think this is a, I don't know, this one came from that one. It was from the initial state. So that way we can achieve our goal. Now this color seems to be very contradicting. It's not clear. So we shall change this color only by selecting it and change only that color because we want a color that can be able to be seen. And remember again, we use a color that can be visible. That one is also not clear. Again, we select, we go back again to the font, still under home, we pick the color that is more visible. I don't know, they use white. White will be very visible, and then see how it's coming out. Then again, we put it proportional. Our proportionality is very important. So at the end of the day, we'll have finished designing this particular kind of work, which is actually very okay, communicating using what you call text box, pictures, and whatnot. And now we can be able to go and print it and proceed very well. So I think I've talked so much. I don't know whether people are lost or people are at home. Please, I want people to confirm to me whether we are somewhere. But I believe that I cannot only teach about 7 learners. I may be forced again to repeat everything in our next subsequent classes. For the members who are in, Lucy, Nikita, Sarah, Ruth, Winfred, Rodney, and Martin, can you confirm to me that I've made some sense on this particular session, or still we are just hanging and we are still not very okay? Let me know kindly. Okay, thank you, Lucy, for the confirmation. Okay. So yes, let me first hear all of you so that I can be able to communicate later. Let me hear your feedback, all of you, because you are very few. You can always type. Very well, Nikita. Yes, we must do a lot of practice. There is nothing. We'll do all the practice. We shall do all the practice. Very good question, Martin. Very good question. I have not talked about printing. Indeed, for you to print, you have to set your printer. The printer must be set so that they can print fast. So again, you find that sometimes when you're working on this brochure, what happens is very simple. There are special printers that can print both the first and second page. But if you're using the simple printer that normally you use, it depends on you will first print one page, then remove the paper and turn it the other way around and return and print page 2. Okay? But there are some printers nowadays that have what we call dual return kind of functionality. They can be able to be used, and then it prints automatic. It just prints automatic page 1 and page 2 without you having any problem. Okay, so this requires you to do the changing on when you are doing what you call the printing out, which requires to have a specific printer. Then Rodney, you had suggested or asked for us to repeat the setting of the page into 2 columns. Before we wind up, we'll still have to do the setting of that page into 2 columns. Who has not spoken here? Ndongo, I have not gotten your feedback. Okay, Ruth, very well, thank you. Sarah, very well. Winifred, very well, thank you. So I have not talked about printing, so don't worry about that. We shall do it. We will do that. Don't worry about that one. So if the case, for this case that is understood, sometimes you find that pumping knowledge to learners massively. Remember, practical, it does not make much sense. Me, I can still continue. But the question is, are members understanding the concepts? That is the key point. Are members understanding the concept? So before I proceed, I want to say the following. It's important for us to take time whenever we learn a practical skill and perform what we call practice. It's quite unfortunate that not all of us can access computers. That one we understand, and indeed we encourage and pray to our Almighty that all of us will eventually get a laptop and be able to be using it whenever we shall be here. So again, okay, how do you set match for the business card into? Okay, oh yeah, Martin, again, I remember you telling me you have been waiting for cards, business card to be done on 2016. Maybe I also do that one before I wind up the class so that you feel that you're not left behind, and the Mwalim normally talks of things that he does not accomplish. I will do that. So from this particular conversation, there are 2 things that have come that we can directly give us our winding remark. One, practically, one is dividing the page on the current which we are talking about, and 2, also setting the margins on business card using 2016. So maybe allow me to go through those ones briefly, and then at the end of the day we shall have the closing remark, and then we shall be able to proceed. Okay, let me start with Rodney. To change the to divide the page into 2, let me first save this one because I think I had not saved it. I want to save it now so that we can use it later. We just call it publication 7. We can be working on it later. So this is page 1, and this is the inner part of the page of that brochure. Let us look at creating. So for me to start again, for me to divide the page, I first need to click File, click New, pick A4 size landscape by clicking on it. Then simple. Once I get this window, which is a page, I can always increase the font, the margins of the bottom, right, top, right, bottom, and left. For me to do that, you simply have to click on the command, this page design, then click on the command margins and choose narrow. Then to divide the page into two, like in this case, this page is actually currently in one column. To divide it into two columns, you simply have to click on the command, again, page design. The reason I went here is because to enable you know that you must click on page design. Then you click on guides. And we have said guides are meant to guide your eyes when working with your publication design, and they cannot be printed. So once you point on design, you click on the arrow, then you pick what you call grid and baseline guides. Grid and baseline guides. Then you'll be presented with the layout guides. So there are several guides here that we have. We have what you call the margin guides, grid lines, and baseline guides. Margin guides are the guides that normally affect, like now this is a guide showing where the margin is. This is our margin guide. Then grid lines are the one that now are going in to divide our columns and rows. Normally, they shows where the columns start and end, and also where the rows start and end. And the baseline guides, this one are normally used to enable us a type. Like if you ever written on a paper, you will always get some ruled papers showing you, this is just guiding you where you can type. They can also be applied here, and when you are typing, so that you can follow a straight line, you don't have to type, ensuring that type whatever you are typing is following a straight line. And they are normally not used because of the standard procedure of a text box. A text box can easily, when you enter, it follows one line. So sometimes we don't use them so much on designing or kids actually formatting our page. So for us to change the columns, you click on grid line on the page layout guides, and then select the number of columns. Increase the space between the columns so that they can be able to be seen, or when you're going to fold, leave the row to 1, put the center guide, the one that is going to show you where you can be able to fold from, and then click the command OK. You'll be able to see this is now the space between. This is our center line. This is the first column and second column. As simple as that, you can achieve your goal. Rodney, can you confirm that that is clear to you? Can you confirm? Confirm whether it's clear so that I can be able to proceed. Okay. Now let me talk about the margin guides on business card on 2016. Actually, the current one I'm using is 2016. So for me to do that, first and foremost, you come to command. You have to go to new command. Then in new command, you want to make you want to make a business card. You click on build-in command. Click on the build-in command, and then you select business cards. You select business card. Okay. You select what you call business card, and then you'll be given the various types of cards that are existing there. And I remember telling you that you can always pick from the classic design. They're all here, but remember here now there are more as the advancement comes in. You find that you are given more of these types of design. They are quite a number, and even you can even have even the blank size. The blank size enables you design from scratch, like now what you have done today for a blank brochure. So once you pick one, let's say that you pick one, you can pick like this one, then click create, I love it. There it is. I can add my company. Oh, sorry. Or you use your name. Username. Which name do you use here? All right. So this is your name. This time let's use Miss. Maybe you say Miss. Miss who? I don't know. Any name from the list? Who is willing to give a name? Which name do you use here? Okay. Oh, sorry. My keyboard is misbehaving. We say something like that. This is just a arbitrary name which does not make sense. This is the brand manager. Then here we have this. We give it another name. So I give it. So this is just an information I'm trying to put for the purpose of just trying to see how this particular work will look like, and then I finish that. Maybe this is what I want to have on. Maybe so that's my communication. So assume this is what I've done, and I would like this now to be my card. So not well done. So we said again, for us to check whether it's working, we click on the file command and go to the backstage view, then click on print. So you can see again, always in publisher, you'll always get the problem. You always get that problem. For you to be able to work on these machines on 2016, you simply click on this command called layout options. You click on the command we refer to as layout options. So here you can be able to get the what we call the side margins. Like at the moment you can see the side margin is 0, so you increase it from there, like that, like that, like that, and like that until you think that it is okay. And then again, the top margin here, you can be able to decrease it from there, and as such until you think it's okay. That way, you will be able to create that. It's very important to increase it like that, and then you close. At the end of the day, you'll have done your work very, very well. So you can be able to do that. And then here, you are presented with what we call composite. Now, this one, the RGB stands for color. If you want to print black and white, you can click on the gray scale, and then your publication will be black and white. When you want to have the composite, meaning the color will be there, you click there and you can achieve your goal accordingly. As simple as that, you can change those options as you want from what we call layout options. So I believe this is clear to all of you. It's a simple command that has been placed here, and it is tricky because they have just changed the name to layout options, and that's, I think, where you had a challenge to be able to change those matches accordingly. So please confirm again whether we are doing well on the public chat. This was Martin. Confirm whether Martin is okay now so that we can be able to proceed. All right, now class, I would like to know whether all of you have laptops. The current members I'm talking to, do we have laptops? Welcome, Martin's okay. Now, Rodney, which kind of publisher are you using? Which version? 19. And what current work are you working on? What are you working on? Yes, apron Jua. Have you divided the page? You have to click on page design. Under page design, locate page setup and change the margins from that location. And that can only happen if your 2019 application, that is Office, whereby we have publisher inside it, is fully installed and is activated. By that we mean it has a key. If it's not full installed, then some of the features will never appear. Of yours is fully installed with a key. Okay, you will be able to put a snapshot and send it to me through WhatsApp. Then I look at it. You will send a snapshot to me through WhatsApp. I look at it and confirm, because those features are just there. And whenever you have a problem with an application which is not fully installed with a key, which is pirated, normally in Kenya, that's what we do. It will give you challenges. You will never have all the features, and that becomes frustrations. You can see I took time to be able to take you through this one because I had to change to the software, because some of the software were not initially fully installed. So I had to first install them fully so that the features can all be incorporated in this application for the betterment of learning. Class, I can say that for 7 of you, you have had a good session. You have really done very well. So can somebody speak about the group that is not here? I can see Winfred, you have your mic. I can see Rodney, you have your mic. I can see Sarah, you have your mic. Nikita, you have mic. Can you put them on and speak? Remember, again, when you speak, you are gaining a lot of marks in the system. It's important. One at a time. Can we have Nikita speaking? That now we have done this. What about the rest of our colleagues? Can I hear you speak?
Maybe
Yes?
next week.
Maybe we.
Maybe next week.
Yes.
After we we have that. That's according to my opinion.
Yes, yes, please.
After we've attended that class, the morning
Yes,
session, you can
yes.
have them aside and then you teach them.
Very well said. Thank you. Thank you. Next, next. That was Nikita. Next, Sarah, you have your phone. Can you hear your views?
Sir,
This is when Rodney. Yes, continue.
hiyo option ya Nikita ni nzuri, but kama mimi naweza sema
Yes,
hiyo wakati au wengine wakiwa nayo hadi sisi tukuwe informed, ndo kama tutataka kufanya recap tena tuweze join
yes.
tena.
Haina shida. All of you will be there. There's no problem. You will also be partakers. Is that okay, Rodney?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, welcome. Then let's have we have was also the mic. We also have Sarah. Can Sarah speak so that I can give chance to Winifred and Martin to type. Sarah, can you speak? Sarah, I can see your mic is on.
Yes, Nikita's point is I stand with Nikita's point because
Okay.
maybe
Yes.
we don't know the reason they aren't in class, but we'll also join in the other session.
That's very good. I can see you are very considerate. Thank you. Very well said. We shall have another class for them. Okay. All right. Now I can see you make a recap class. Martin has given a very good point. Okay. Winfred, can we hear you? Can see you are in a. Oh, you're the one who spoke. That was in Winfred. Winfred, are
Okay.
you there? Yes. Speak kindly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. According to me, doing a recap is not bad, but we consider that they'll be
Continue.
available at after. So they were
The-
just answering because of answering. But let's
It's
I'm
okay.
saying
Yes. You're
let us do
breaking.
a recap. Let us do a recap for them.
Yes. We have lost you. We have lost when. Winfred, can you speak? Can you come up again? You had a point. Oh, you have even. I think she was checking on her connection. Somebody has come to class now, and we need to know. Winfred, are you back? Okay, fine. Class now. Let me ask you: can you access computers? This is Monkey. Monkey, you have just come in. Welcome to the class. We are winding up, but we shall make sure we will repeat the same thing as we have said again for the rest next time. But we have to communicate the time that we shall have the class. Now, class, I ask again. See, you normally download this particular video. You always download it. Kindly confirm to me. You always download this particular video. Confirm, kindly confirm. Since we normally download it, we first ask them to download and listen, then later on we are going to have a class. I think that will be in order. All right. I want to say that it has been a good time. You did your cut. The cut was well done. But I will still be speaking that encourage you that during your semester exam, ensure that at least you have a web camera, whether you can borrow purposely for those exams. For now, was only about a few minutes to leave this room. I will be able to. Oh, sorry. Jerry. Okay. I was in a class. Let me. Members, I want to say that things are okay. We have done well. We can stop here for today, and then we shall meet. And again, I will be communicating to you. If I can get time in the course of any weekday, I'll let you know so that we can talk about it. Okay? Very good answer, Winfred. A good answer. They also download, listen to it, and if they don't follow, then we can come up. Thank you for your time. God bless you. Stay safe and continue doing good to your fellow humanity. I will link through WhatsApp, and I can see you are doing very well. Make sure you score high. Make sure your scores are coming, but they need to improve further from the level they are. And if you want to know what you have scored, that is personal. I cannot tell every person, but I encourage you to contact me personally because you are supposed to know your grade, how you are faring on. Because that way you'll know how you are doing and how you need to improve in case you have scored very high or low. So kindly, you can always contact me. Your score, I'll be giving them personally on specifics, not just placing to every person. Is your score? This is very secure and very important. Which that each and every learner, every student gets his or her own score, knowing, not giving out every person. This is very important. Please let me have your numbers. If you are not in the group, kindly make sure you have your number. Let me have your number, then I place you in the group. Well done. I have it. 0724 39 8979.
So umesema 24 ni 42.
You know, I've done that deliberately to hear whether you are getting. I've already written it where it's supposed to be 42 39 8979. Correct. Thank you. Then we have Nikita. Nikita is supposed to be, your number is 0726 or 726 or 726, correct. I hope you are getting the number. This is Nikita or 726. All right, 9595 7787, correct. Nikita. Okay, I
Sasa
got.
nilikutumia ile business card ulisema tutume last week.
Yes, you are to send it. You will not send it. Yeah, you can use it any mean so long as I get it. It can be email, it can be through WhatsApp.
Nilikutumia through WhatsApp. Nauliza kama ulipata.
Yeah, all those that were sent have them. I'll confirm
Sawa.
that. Ina shida. Siwe na shaka.
Sawa.
7. Very well. Thank you. This was Mr. Rodney. Okay, Sarah, it's supposed to be 0741 70 60 91. 91, Sarah. Okay. Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Zitek. I think is in order. We can stop here for today. And then Yes, a good point. A very good point. This is Eunice. What should we do? Because a good number of students aren't here. What is about you ask them from this? Yes, we shall do that. We will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being considerate to your brothers and sisters. From my side, I repeat everything. And since I am your captain, I cannot have a team where not all members are there. I'll do all that pertains to my side to ensure that everybody feels that the learning is taking on very well and they have understood. I will see what to do on that. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. I have some few minutes to go to another session. I want to wind up this session here. May God bless you. Let's meet next time. Esther, you are coming in when you are just closing. You're welcome. You have Esther, you have just come in and you have finished the class. Please, Esther, download the content later and listen to it. Thank you. You have just finished the class. Download the content and listen to it. Is it Awar or yeah, Esther? Make sure you download that content and listen to it. Get back. We shall communicate through WhatsApp for the next. Most of you are not in class, but you should not worry because we have digested on how we are going to ensure also you get the concept. Thank you so much. God bless you for now. Let me go to another session. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, Esther. You will catch up. I'm sure that you wait for some few minutes or some 30 minutes. The video will be there. Download it and listen to it. Thank you. Bye for now, all of you. If there's no any closing AOP, let me stop here and we shall continue next time. Thank you. Bye. See you.